At 11:57 p.m., the city still looked ordinary, but NCT knew better. Jay had seen the streetlights blink in a pattern that matched a heartbeat. Mark found the same pattern etched into a subway map no one else could read. Taeyong heard whispers coming from the closed station gates, as if the metal itself was remembering names. And when the clock in the square struck midnight, all the windows in the city turned toward them at once. They had come looking for a missing girl named Mina, a violinist who vanished after her last performance under the bridge. The only clue she left behind was a silver key with no teeth, warm as skin, and an address that did not exist on any map. Yuta laughed when they reached it, because the door stood in the middle of an alley wall, painted the same gray as the bricks around it. Then the key turned by itself. Inside was a room full of clocks, each one stopped at a different hour. Haechan touched the nearest clock and flinched. The glass showed not his reflection, but a version of him standing in an empty city, holding Mina's violin and staring at the moon like it was guilty. Before anyone could speak, the clocks began to move backward. A voice came from the dark, "Find her before the city wakes." They followed the sound down a staircase that was not there a moment earlier. At the bottom, they found a train platform flooded with black water and lit by a single red sign that read "Last Stop." Youngwoo saw footprints in the water, but they were too small for Mina. They belonged to a child, or to something pretending to be one. Then the child stepped out from behind a pillar and smiled with Mina's voice. She said the city had been split into two versions at midnight, one alive and one pretending. The missing people were not taken. They were copied. The copies walked above ground while the originals slept beneath it, waiting to be forgotten. She said NCT had been chosen because each of them had already crossed once, without knowing. The city had been tracking them since the first streetlight flickered. Tension snapped when the platform lights went out. In the dark, Jaehyun heard a second set of footsteps beside his own, always 1 second late. Then Doyoung found the real Mina behind a glass wall, silent, pounding on the other side. She was older than the violinist they remembered, as if years had been borrowed from her face. The final door opened on the stroke of 1 a.m., revealing the heart of the city, a vast chamber of mirrors where every building stood upside down. In the center, the city's clock tower was not a tower at all, but a machine built to count people instead of time.